Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things: with the maladies of the body, the ignorance of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city and the discords of families. Time is the soul of this world. No man is free who cannot control himself. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Be a good son, just brother, spouse tender and good father. Thy foolish passions, learn thou to subdue them. Anger begins in folly, and ends in repentance. In the midst of such wealth as earth, the best of mothers provides, yet nothing satisfies you, but to behave like the Cyclops, inflicting sorry wounds with cruel teeth. You cannot appease the hungry cravings of your wicked, gluttonous stomachs except by destroying some other life. Even as truth, does error have its lovers. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Above all things, respect yourself. Wisdom thoroughly learned will never be forgotten. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Sobriety is the strength of the soul, for it preserves its reason unclouded by passion. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Concern should drive us into action and not into depression. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. The oldest, shortest words, yes, and no, are those which require the most thought. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth and power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Do not say a little in many words but a great deal in a few. The experience of life in a finite, limited body is specifically for the purpose of discovering and manifesting supernatural existence. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Truth is so great a perfection, that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. We come from God, as the tree from the root and the stream from the spring. That's why we should always be in contact with Him, as the trunk from the root. Because the stream dries up when it is separated from the spring and the tree dies when it is uprooted. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. Envy has been, is, and shall be, the destruction of many. What is there, that envy hath not defamed, or malice left undefiled? Truly, no good thing. So in life, some enter the services of fame and others money, but the best choice is that of those few who spend their time in the contemplation of nature, and as lovers of wisdom. Know that death comes to everyone, and that wealth will sometimes be acquired, sometimes lost. Whatever griefs mortals suffer by divine chance, whatever destiny you have, endure it and do not complain. But it is right to improve it as much as you can, and remember this: fate does not give very many of these griefs to good people. Wealth is a weak anchor, and glory cannot support a man. This is the law of God, that virtue only is firm, and cannot be shaken by a tempest. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only two remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience.